Hello and welcome back to the Plus TV betting channel. It's Thursday today and we have a full round of games in each of the top three leagues in England. We also had two bets in midweek in League 1 and both of them won, fortunately for us. You can see the results here and the updated totals for the season, which of course haven't changed that much. Actually they have, because of the two wins. We're now back in the green, which just tells you that the sample is pretty low and therefore the number's pretty meaningless at the moment. On to the weekend. Oh, first of all, the review. These were the two bets. We were on Burton at home. Seems to got a bit lucky here, and we got a bit lucky with that because MK Dons deserved to get something out of that game. Lincoln versus Bolton, we were on the over. 6 goals in total, and yeah, it seemed like the over definitely should have come in. Maybe not with 6 goals, but there you go. On to the preview for the weekend now. These are the 9 fixtures in the Premier League. We've got Liverpool versus Man United, probably the game of the weekend. There's a lot of goals expected if you look at this column here. More than 30 goals in 10 games, so that's an average of more than 3, which is pretty high for the Premier League. We've got Norwich against Bournemouth, both on terrible form at the moment, although Norwich I think are playing a little bit better than the results are showing at the moment. When two struggling teams meet, that's usually a formula for goals anyway. And in this case, it seems like the underlying numbers support this, and that's why we have this total of almost 4 goals expected. And you can see the over and under 2.5 marks derived from that. Watford against Tottenham, yeah, also 3 goals. Arsenal versus Sheffield seems to be the one with the least goals expected. Let's see how it turns out. In the Championship, 12 games. You can see all the figures here. Leeds away to QPR. I spoke about Leeds and QPR at length in some of the previous videos. And you can see here Leeds remain strong favourites, and they are, as I keep saying, the best team in the division. It seems to be quite a high scoring game expected as well. League 1, same thing. The expected home goals, away goals totals over and under 2.5. And to the interesting part now, the recommended bets. There's not so many of them this weekend, although still quite a few in the Premier League at least. You can see, I mean, starting with Norwich against Bournemouth, maybe I just said, almost 4 goals expected. The line is at 2.75, which is way below. This makes this a huge value bet, if my true price is correct, of course. And I said Arsenal against Sheffield is probably the match with the lowest expectation, and that's why we're on the under here. Liverpool Man United, I have Liverpool as strong favourites, even ahead of the market. I think my own line was something like minus 1.5, 1.75. We get 1.25, which is why we're taking this price. And we're in the over as well. I mean, these two are connected usually. If you have a strong favourite who's expected to score goals, that pushes the over up. Very rarely you will have sort of a strong favourite bet and the under. I mean, this is only the case when the underdog is expected to score very, very few goals. But usually these two are connected. In the Championship, we still have a few bets. What was I talking about? I think in League 1 there's only a few, yeah. So in the Championship, you can see my recommended bets here. The market price and my calculated price. This is, I just saw a discussion online again when people are talking about, well, people ask other people, when you place a bet, do you compare the market price to your own price? Do you care about value? And this is just I mean, it's sort of an insane question, because that's the only thing that matters. You should always have an idea of what the true price is. I mean, this is an approximation. You can never really say, okay, it's exactly 1.53, but at the very least, you have to be able to say, okay, this is the market price, and my own price is higher or lower, and then place a bet. And what I do as well is allow a certain threshold. So I'm not. I could show you many more bets. Let's say I have a market price of 2.05. My own price is evens exactly. So I would not be placing that bet, even though chances are in the long term I'm going to make money from this. But it's a very, the expected value is very low, and I have to allow for certain, not necessarily mistakes in my calculation, but sort of inaccuracies, and it's just not worth it when you have so many other bets with higher expected value. So enough about the championship. In League One, as I said, only 7 bets this time. A lot of overs, it seems. I mean, sometimes when you look at when I look at these bets and you see, oh, it's only overs, this or it's only favorites, there must be something wrong with the algorithm. And then again, you shouldn't be looking just at one set of fixtures. You have to look at your whole records basically. And from that, I know that it's in the long run, it's going to be equal, the amount of over bets and under bets and underdog bets and favorite bets. So this is just statistical noise basically here, that we're on 4 overs. If you look at the championship, we have overs and unders mixed, and in the Premier League as well. So yeah, I'm not reading anything into that basically. Alright, these are the bets for the weekend. Good luck if you follow any of them. I will be back on Monday with the review. See ya.